If you are outside today, you may have noticed a smoky haze still hanging over the city. Although the air quality has improved significantly in Toronto compared to last week, experts say that conditions can still shift quickly and caution is still needed. While we're no longer at high alert levels, air quality still remains a concern for vulnerable groups such as young children, seniors, and those with asthma or heart and lung conditions.
Most of the pollutants that we're dealing with are small particles. And those particles would get blocked by a good proper fitting mask, like an N95 type mask, a COVID mask. So that is one way to reduce your exposure if you need to stay outside during those very elevated periods.
Adams recommends checking the Air Quality Health Index before heading outside and avoid strenuous outdoor activity. Staying indoors and keeping windows and doors shut can also help reduce exposure. However, if you don't have air conditioning at home, Adams says heading to a climate-controlled area like a mall or library will be helpful.
What I tend to do, and if you can control your air conditioner, if you have like a furnace that's going through a filter, you can set it so it runs more frequently, just push air throughout your house. And a good quality furnace filter can do quite a bit of reduction in the indoor pollutants.
Experts say the wildfires release carbon dioxide into the air, creating long-lasting impacts, not just on people's health, but also the environment.
Carbon dioxide is one of the main drivers of climate change. So that aggravates the climate change, which will cause more high temperatures, more drought, which will cause more wildfires, which produces more carbon dioxide. So there is this cycle that goes on that amplifies the effect of climate change through wildfires.
Environment Canada says smoke levels may fluctuate over the coming days depending on wind and fire activity, meaning the situation is hard to predict and could change with little warning. Winds from the south are recirculating smoke into the city, creating the haze we are still seeing.
Smoke that has already passed us by, but because of the wind direction is kind of coming back. So it's not as sort of thick as it was earlier. It's been diffused somewhat. And then certainly by tomorrow, noon tomorrow, it will be flushed right out and we'll be back into some crystal clear air.
Philip says although the air quality is worse compared to last year, it hasn't beat the record we saw in 2023. The reason for that, the location of the fires are further away.
If you look at the area of Canada east of, say, Sudbury or the east shore of Lake Superior, so Lake Superior shoreline right through to Labrador, there's one fire in Quebec. That's all. But if you look to the west of that, there are 250 fires.
Environment Canada warns we are not quite out of the woods just yet. With a hot and dry summer expected, the risk for wildfires and more poor air quality days is still high. In Toronto, Catalina Gillies, City News.